I said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox their channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double tip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double tip on the director's cut. Woo. Double tip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. The boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine are gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We be sucking on every damn toe. Yum. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimeter PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demoflow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demoflow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what?
So when it's time to buy the games, when it's time to support the devs and do that shit, motherfuckers disappear. It's all
Hello everybody. Welcome back to the Demoflow Gaming Show, where I share my passion for gaming, keep you informed of everything that's going on with the Xbox ecosystem, the whole gaming industry, Sony PlayStation, Fanboys, Nintendo, Luna, whatever the hell you play. We talk about all of that here. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel for similar content. Go check out my videos. Shout out to Shot. Shout out to the panel. Today is Friday. Happy Friday to all of you. And I'm here with them boys. Y'all already know Archangel, Nexus, and Power Boss in the house. How you guys feeling today? Let's go.
Absolutely wonderful.
Yo, it was a good, man. A lot of games coming out. A lot of great news, man. A lot of shocking news, too.
Did you say shocking?
Oh, yeah, shocking, yo.
Oh, man, it's not too shocking. That we already knew, man. I feel like we already knew all of this. It's just wild to me. But anyways, let's get into it. We're gonna have a fun show. I got so much shit going on here today. There's plenty of news, plenty of things to talk about. What can I say? It's been a wild week, guys. Like, this has to be every week gets crazier, right? Every week, and next week is gonna be dope too with the Xbox Direct, right? We all know it's coming. We know what we got. We know why they begging, right? We understand, right? why they begging is so good, man. Just happy to be here doing this for you, talking about games, which is like our favorite hobby, our favorite thing to do besides other things that we can talk about in the channel, because we're gonna get banned, right? So we don't talk about the other things we like. We only talk about video games. So yeah, we're gonna have a very entertaining show today. But this couldn't happen without you guys, without chat, without our Xbox community, without, even the ponies that come over here to talk down on us, without, every freaking gamer out there who interact with the channel. I really appreciate you guys, man. You guys are the backbone of the channel. I wouldn't be doing this if if nobody watched me. Like, what the hell? But you guys are being amazing. Like, supporting my videos, supporting the live stream, showing love, super chatting and all of that. So shout out to all of you. I wanna shout out to our members first. Let's go. I got the members here. We're small right now, but we're gonna grow, right? This is like just a matter of time that we're gonna grow. But shout out to my only 4 members, right? Riot Gaming, Adidas 20, AEC founder Mr. Click, and Harky Chani. They've been members for several months. So shout out to them. Really appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to them, and shout out to you, chat, because I mean, this is not the only way that you can support me. You can always come through, hang out with me, just by you being there, talking with me, interacting with the channel, just enough. You know what I'm saying? Just help me out. Hit the like button too, right? Because I see sometimes we got like 40, 50 people watching sometimes. And when I go back to rewatch a stream or whatever, I only got like 20 likes. Like, come on, what the hell y'all doing? Y'all lurking? You might as well give a like. It'll help me out. It'll help you out. You feel some type of way. If you're a pony, you want to show it to your pony friends and all of that, you know, go ahead, go for it. You know? So just want to highlight the super chats. I already got a couple. Adidas 20 in the house. Shout out to him. Always showing love and supporting. He's dropping that DOA. You know, that DOA. DOA.
DOA.
Pony's Betty's DOA. DOA. Pony Pandemonium. That was
that's great.
Wild shit. Yeah, so shout out to Adidas 20 for the donation. And shout out to Nani for the super sticker. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate you guys. It's amazing. I see you guys down there in the chat. I see that Power Boss was the first one. Can somebody Power Boss? I feel like Power Boss being here, he being on it. Jacob Navig in the house. Thank you for coming, man. Long time no see. It's been a while.
Shout out to Jacob.
Shout out to Jacob. Shout out to Peter Freakout 10. I hope I don't get shadow banned for saying that. What's up, man? Thank you for coming through.
Interesting fact. Peter has his name because he used to watch the Freakout videos.
Okay, moving on.
That's where he got his name from.
Moving on. That makes it even worse. That makes it even worse. So nothing much. It's just editing the video. So go ahead. He has a channel. Go follow him. Subscribe to his channel. Check him out. Like, if you have a channel, don't be scared to tell me I have a channel. I'll give you a shout out. I give you a 5 or 2. God knows, where you can get. This is a good opportunity to jump into the situation. So if you need help with that, you can always reach out to me. I'll help you set shit up. And whatever, bro. We here. We're a good community here. We're here to help each other out, right? So shout out to him. I see Jacob down there. Adidas. Shout out to Jay Dusty. Six Layer. John Dress, the artist, was good player. JB, hey, Jay in the house. I see Lycos 45. What's good player, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you back here. My boy Kill Walker in the building. Demoflow Gaming, your audio is not sounding good. Anyone else here? Please let me know, because I'm using a new mic because my arm, my thing broke. And now
on the fuzzy side.
Yeah, imagine if I had to hold this the whole freaking time. It would be annoying as hell.
Yeah.
But let me know if anything. I'll change it up. I can do some tweaks, and we can test it out so that it's not annoying for the whole freaking show, right? So bear with me.
It slightly sounds like you're in a tin can or like an echo chamber almost.
Okay. Let me go ahead and do this.
Talking into a tunnel.
It's
not.
What about now, bro?
Much better.
Much better?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. It's just because I had to open the software so that everything kicked in, noise cancellation and all of that, right? So, yeah, thank you guys for coming through, man. Showtime Reese in the building. I see PS5 Blow in the house. What's good, player? He's saying ponies are saying it's not a big deal that Sony canceled 2 more games. Games that can cancel games get canceled all of the time. Yeah, that's what you see Puerto Rock out there taking all the bullets, defending Sony sword and chill in the beginning. But yeah, that's how they be, man. Showtime Breezy with the two, man. What's going on, player? He's saying Sony and PlayStation is a charity case at this point. I have to agree with that. I have to agree with that. Yeah. They basically are dependents. Like 2025 taxes are about to be filed, tax season. So you know who's gonna be claimed as a dependent, right? Microsoft is gonna claim Sony as a dependent this tax season. So yeah, funny shit, man. Let's get going with the topics, because shout out to you already bringing one of the points today, which is hey, Xbox dead again, bro. Hey, what do you think of these guys, bro? Like, do you think Xbox is dead again?
Black Ops Season Game Pass, yo, ABK be killing it. We so happy playing, the fanboys be hitting it. Ponies be so cynical, they rather pay the 70. They pay for PS Plus, that makes no sense to me. Xbox got no games, that's why they keep on telling me. Conquer DOA, I'll be green like a celery. You playing console sales, me and you are not the same. Shout out to the gamers that just care about the games.
Woo! Shout out to the gamer that just care about the games. The same games that you don't have. What the fuck? What the hell? Bro, hey, wild times. We got a couple of days ago, right, Power Boss and Archangel, we had a freaking article that was saying that Xbox was dead, that they were about to pull the plug, that they were bringing back a bunch of old news, right, that they have from 2021, from 2022 or something, when Satya Nadella had certain conversations with the team, what are we going to do? And then even after Satya Nadella said, and sit down, we're going Elon Gaming, that wasn't enough. Xbox bought Activision, Blizzard, and King for 70 freaking billions of dollars. That didn't show that, it means that Xbox is not showing any interest in gaming. They just, they basically pulling out of gaming. They're never going to make games again, basically. And look, I don't really get it. And before any of the other articles that we're going to cover here came debunking, right? What was being said in the previous articles, we already knew this shit. Satya Nadella came out recently with Call of Duty, right? And he had an interview. I think I have a clip or two around that he was talking about. Then everybody started saying that, oh, no, red line again. Oh, some more games are coming on PlayStation. That was the narrative. And one of the things that Satya Nadella said that I really highlighted that interview for me was like, ABK plans are going smooth. It's already in motion. It's already, doing great. It's already like, everything is going the way we planned. So, right. And also, Sony PlayStation's one of the 9. They say like, we don't believe what Satya Nadella said. But who in the hell is going to believe Satya Nadella when we got proof like this? Hold on, let me pull it out real quick, because Sony PlayStation fanboys, they're really tripping, man. They feel like they're winning, but the only ones that seem to know that I think that way, like they very little, like they like this, compared to the rest of the gaming community.
Yeah, really
I agree.
They're delusional at this point, in my opinion. They haven't even reached the acceptance stage, right? Some of these ponies now, I feel like they coming out their closest right now, right? I feel like, oh shoot, you're talking shit about Sony, and it's like, whoa, you told me you were a neutral, right? You told me that you didn't care about Sony or Xbox or Nintendo. So why are you mad now that this is going on at Sony PlayStation, right? And you guys are acting like this is nothing. But I have something to share here with you. that I was goddamn, where did I put that? it's on one of my screenshots. I had it ready, bro, but when the show comes out, it's like
you lose everything.
Then you lose, bro. Then you lose track of everything. But anyways, Power Boss, I'll pull it out later. What do you think about it? We're gonna start with you, and then we're gonna go down to Archangel. We're gonna go in this order, right? That way the show is a little bit more organized. So what's going on? What do you think about everybody talking about, Xbox was 2 days ago, and then another article came out and debunked all these myths that Sony PlayStation fanboy media creates and makes about Xbox. I feel like this is like a smoke screen. What do you think about this smoke screen? Yeah.
I honestly think they are trying to seriously damage control. It wouldn't be so bad if they had an announcement of games that are coming out. We know of 3, and those aren't even guaranteed to be this year. We got Wolverine, we got Intergalactic, and what was the other one?
It's hard to even remember. They barely released any game.
Marathon is one, and I think there's one other one that I'm forgetting. Ghost of Yote. There we go.
Yeah, Ghost of Yote.
So we don't even know if those are coming out this year. And that's first off. And second off, aside from that, they're canceling games that most people have heard nothing about. I heard that the new Naughty Dog, Insomniac game, was it Insomniac? Or no, Blue Point, was working on Darkside, and they announced it that was coming, a new IP, and then all of a sudden it's canceled, and we haven't heard anything or seen anything about it. We don't know if it would have been good or not. It's another live service game. Jim Ryan put in motion 10 live service games. How many are left? One. Twisted Metal.
Yeah,
they canceled Man. They canceled Factions. They canceled all these other games. What do they have left? They had one successful launch in Helldivers 2, and that was PC day and date. And they are looking at now not going day and date when they saw the success of Helldivers 2. Marathon is going to be day and date. We already know that, whatever the reasoning is. Horizon, the Lego, was day and date on Switch. I mean, how much more proof do the ponies need? So the fact that they're canceling games left and right is just completely asinine, to say the least. Oh, it was a bad game, so it's good that it got canceled before anything about it came out. It didn't help Concord. Concord released. They pulled that off in 2 weeks.
Damn. That's tragic, bro. What do you think about it, Archangel?
All right, man. This has got to be like some kind of Xbox derangement syndrome. How am I coming in mic-wise, by the way?
You're good.
Yeah, it sounds good. Go ahead.
So you know how people talk about like Starfield derangement syndrome? I think there's some kind of Xbox derangement syndrome, and it started like during the Xbox One generation. Because you remember everybody's reaction to Scalebound being canceled. It was like they were already carrying Xbox's casket even back then. And then somebody mentions, oh, we're putting games on PC. They're like, oh my God, the Xbox console is dead. This is like a repeat. Every year, it's the same news cycle over and over again that these ponies keep pushing forward. And it's just like, no matter what year, what month, it's like a kind of like a monthly period with them. Where it's like for a little bit of time, they're putting out all this salty Xbox BS news and trying to get everybody all angry and upset. And this is like, it's an endless and it started during the Xbox One generation. And I'm surprised no one's called it out. It's like
actually, Alex did.
Called it attacks. Yeah. Like Alex, people call it out here and there, but it's like no one in the media is looking at those, except that maybe like one interview that we had in the show a while ago where the dude looked at him and was like, what is it going to take for you guys to see that Xbox is a good platform? That needs to happen more often. Like people need to look at the person across from them and be like, what is it really going to take? Because billions of dollars got invested. Great IPs were released. It's not a guarantee that if an IP comes out on another platform that its sequels are going to come out on that platform. So and you see that
or be exclusive to that platform.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's not exactly. You could wind up with an exclusive on the first title and then the rest of them are not, or you could wind up with a multi-plat the first time and the rest of them are exclusive. We don't really
Hellblade
know.
And Hellblade 2 is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Exactly. But what we do know for a fact is that the conversation amongst all three are basically the same. They're all moving the same. They're all talking the same. We're going to be making this on other platforms. And yet we still see this narrative skewed, and we still see like the yearly cycle of Xbox fake news. And it's just, it's annoying. Like that, this is it. Like this should be it now. This should be where gamers are like, all right, we did this for like, 10 years. This is definitely bull BS. Like they're making this up.
Not to mention that this article that you have pulled up from Xfault, it's talking about shareholders and Satya Nadella from back in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Not even recent. They've only just now been covering it, but none of this is relevant to the gamers or to the people who actually are making the games and making the decisions about games.
Yep. I wanted to pull out this article because this is like when you see that Sony PlayStation fanboys are full of shit. This right here. So Xbox pulled out this article saying the Microsoft gaming business falls short despite Activision. By the way, the Microsoft earnings are scheduled to release, I think it's next month or something.
Something
I think
like
they
that,
have so they're about to release their financials. So why in the hell are you guys talking like this? When, like last year, right? When they showed the financials, we in 1 year, less than a year, they showing 65% growth in like revenue or some shit just by acquiring Activision, something like that, right? We understand that because the impact of ABK was right away. Right, Call of Duty just released. It broke the internet, regardless of what you think of the game. A bunch of people playing. Number one play game in every freaking console. The only one that is not number one is on freaking PC because there's way more games than the consoles. We understand that. But what I'm trying to say here is, bro, like, check it out. Look, Espo came and he says, Microsoft shareholders dislike Game Pass. Okay, Microsoft shareholders, gamers don't want Game Pass. Okay,
which has never been said.
It's never been said. Okay, so that's like it quotes that, but who says that? Who shareholder? Because as far as I'm concerned, the ones who want to put games everywhere and the ones who want to like Game Pass to be a thing is shareholders because they understand all the money that's involved. But obviously, this guy obviously want to be a financial expert, but he doesn't understand. Then he says Microsoft shareholders disappointed with Activision Blizzard. Yeah, 65% increase in revenue, very disappointing. So let me debunk this right here, right now, because I'm going to pull out my browser and I'm going to go to Bing and I'm going to go to the money side and y'all going to see how I do this, bro. Here.
Oh, I've got the actual article if you want to.
Oh yeah, pull it out while I look for this shit. And look, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. And
well, I'll go over mine while you pull up yours.
It's already here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is the page, the MSN page that shows you the stock market, and we're gonna compare, and we're gonna see why the fuck shareholders don't like Microsoft when you see an increase in plus 1.5 increase. And if you look at Microsoft, look how shareholders don't like it. Look how much money they've been making. Look how much. Look at this line, right? You see it? It's going all the way up. It's like, yo, it's steady up. It's going up. It's moving up, right? And now we're gonna go here. Look, you don't have to be a financial expert. Matter of fact, I'm not a financial expert, right? But you can see here, I don't care about none of this. No. But before I get into this, I want to say I don't give a shit about how much money Microsoft make, how much money Microsoft lose, how much money Sony makes, how much money Sony lose. Only care about the freaking games and getting a good deal and being able to access as many games as I can because I'm a gamer. I'm not a financial expert. I literally don't care about this shit. But like, since ponies want to talk about it, let's talk about it. And okay, we're gonna go back. That's Microsoft, and then let's go to Sony. Look at this shit. Okay. Even a baby can see the struggle. It's in red the whole freaking time. They've been losing money the whole freaking time. This tells you right here.
Isn't that lowest point when they decided to buy Bungie?
And this is only in 3 years. If I go 5 years, you can see how they've been going up, but they've been going down. Look at this shit. And then they're going down again. it's like it's not the same. Still $20 to buy a stock of Sony, and it's $420 or more to buy Microsoft stock. Okay,
Yep.
so now that we know that gaming is carrying Microsoft basically because it's making more money than Windows, which has been documented. Which like, come on, bro, stop it. Microsoft, they're not stupid. They're gonna continue to make money and more money in ways that you can even fathom. Like, you don't really understand what the hell is freaking Microsoft doing, and they're going with the future, bro. Like, one day, consoles are gonna be extinct, PCs are gonna be extinct, technology is gonna be so far ahead that you won't need nothing to play games. You can literally buy glasses that can play freaking games. Now, did you know that, guys? You can literally play amazing games.
I know somebody
over
who got a
phone.
pair.
Yeah, you could, like, what in the hell are we talking about? Like, console gamers are stuck in like console sales, and look, the industry is moving forward, and which is why I say they holding back the gaming industry. So yeah, Power Boss, you can pull out the article, we can discuss it. You can read it if you want. Go for it.
Yep.
Do your
I got
thing.
it pulled up. Shout out to Stephen Owen in the chat. Hope your hospital goes better.
Yeah, feel better, buddy. Let's go.
I got it shared already.
Oh, you got it shared? Okay, here. There you go. I'm just being dumb. Oh, now I have to. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna do this.
Make sure it can be read.
What in the
Nice and
hell?
big for ponies.
Is it good there? Can you see it there? I don't know what the hell is going on. Might have been this layout.
There you
we
go.
Oh,
So going off of what
There you
XVault reposted about shareholders, right? This not only says that it was debunked, Microsoft and Activision denied the report regarding financial performance, but it also names those particular shareholders. So it says on Wednesday, a report from The Information, which, mind you, if you go to their website and try to look up this article, it's $300 to just read the article.
Wow.
I kid you not. It's $300 for a year to read articles from this website.
somebody sent me a reply on one of my things because I literally tweeted about it, that they actually paid $700 to read once, and I think it was like $300 for subscribing. So it was like the same price as the PlayStation 5 Pro. Keep that in mind.
$300 to read once and $700 for a year.
Go ahead. Good luck. Keep going, bro.
It says on Wednesday, the report claimed that Microsoft's purchase of Activision Blizzard hasn't resulted in the growth that the company expected with its Xbox business at this point. The report quotes, which is paywalled, by one analyst, portfolio manager Danny Fish, as saying Activision has been disappointing. Okay. For the company's overall revenue. Mind you, Game Pass alone is, after everything, operating funds and everything being put onto it, is set to make around $5.5 billion alone this year.
That's silly.
So disappointing, Power Boss.
Completely disappointing.
Yeah, that's shit.
After reaching out to Activision and Microsoft for comment, representatives from both companies not only said the information's report wasn't accurate through omission and misrepresenting the business, but provided context to show how the company has performed since the purchase, along with the state of Microsoft gaming. In its last 4 earnings reports, Microsoft has reported revenue increases regularly for Xbox content and services going back to Q2 of fiscal year 2024. Xbox content and services revenue has increased by 61%, driven by 55 points of the net impact from the Activision acquisition. So just because they acquired Activision and it's now officially Xbox and Microsoft, they went up by 55 points. For the next quarter, revenue was reported having increased by another 62%, with 61 points attributed to Activision. So this isn't even the end of year, and it's going up by percents and 6 points at a time. All right. So in Q4, it was up another 61%. So that's on top of the 62%. with 58 points of net impact from the purchase. So it's still up, positive. And lastly, quarter one of the beginning earnings of this year has already seen 61%, with another 53 points coming in from just Activision alone. Breaking the numbers down, Activision has accounted for over 85% of each quarter's revenue increase. It also shows over the last 3 quarters a slight steady growth outside of Activision's impact, from a low 1 point to 8 points of just quarter one so far. What's more, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella alluded to the purchase's benefit during the company's quarter one earnings call last October about the acquisition and gaming's growth. We've seen this article because everybody was trying to misconstrue Satya's words.
Exactly.
We set new records for monthly active users in the quarter because they reported 500, right? 500 million active users. As more players than ever in our games across devices and on the Xbox platform. So that's now including cell phones, TVs with Play Anywhere, handheld devices, everything. And he said that the business is positioned for long-term growth.
Right. And look, this was one of the parts that they never talked about when the news came out. All they focused on wasn't like, third-party games or Xbox going third-party. That's all they were. What games could they get their hands on? They were focused on poor begging. That's what they were doing. That's what they were doing, focusing on poor begging. You poor begging ponies. Pathetic, poor begging ponies. You know?
So Steve does have a point. He says, hang on, the stocks show the value of the company as a whole. It's not just the gaming affecting stock prices. It's a daft metric to compare them. And that is true. But we also know that Xbox is now the largest revenue earnings for Microsoft.
That's what I was saying. That's why, like, it's relevant now that they stock
exactly
and how much Microsoft is worth. And the fact for them to say that the investors don't want to invest in Microsoft, when Microsoft is actually the top company in the world, that means that more people are investing in Microsoft than ever. And it goes to show how out of touch these gaming journalists, are. And look, and PS5 Bro mentioned something. He said Microsoft came out and gave numbers to counter the article. You guys didn't see that yesterday. And in fact, it wasn't Microsoft that came out. It's just the fact that this exists. And the article was fake, and people fell for the clickbait. And no, Lycos 45 is right too. I think there is a gaming propaganda going on, and what's crazy is that it's just video games. But you'll be surprised, it's not only video games. There's a whole lot of things going on that people don't want you to know and don't want you to learn. So we're not going to talk about all of that here because we don't want to get shadow banned. It is what it is. We understand. We don't even have to talk about it. But I'm going to tell you this, man. Like, the fact that every time the Xbox is about to come out with a show or with good news or something, like, the energy feels like, nice and, welcoming, right? Like, everybody's happy. Everybody's cool.
Excited,
right? And they drop this negative news so that they can drop negative Sony news, right? Because that's what happened, because we're going to get into the next topic later, which is like, Sony PlayStation been canceling games behind the scenes, but that didn't make the big news. Just the big news wasn't about, that. It was about all the, the bad things that they say in the previous article about Microsoft and layoffs. Oh, Microsoft lay off certain amount of people. Yeah. They also hire more people than they lay off. So they're getting rid of redundancy. And like, if you don't have a company, if you don't own a business, you don't understand. And look, that's the way of capitalism works. Sadly, I hope those people get, back on their feet and, continue their careers and have a successful, career and all of that. But business is business. Like, it is what it is. I could get fired tomorrow from my job. Nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? And the same goes for the people who deliver the mail, the people who cook your food. It could go for anybody. So, I mean, in my opinion, it should happen. I'm not saying this is a good thing. I hope and I wish that Microsoft could have, keep everybody, employed and all of that. But, companies got to cut their losses. Some people actually fuck up a job at work, and they'll be like, oh, you're not efficient enough. You're being on the phone. You be talking. You be hanging out. You haven't been showing up here early. All of that exists, and it's taken into account too. And they keep the people who they want to keep. Look, at the end of the day, that's not my problem. My problem is the game. Are we getting the games? Hell yeah. So, like a 45, I agree with you. I feel like there's a propaganda, and I feel like gaming journalism is dead, literally. And we're gonna get into that a little later. But you have something to say, Power Boss? Because I don't really want to get too deep into the article, because
I was just gonna say this last part.
Yeah, go ahead.
So regarding Xbox Game Pass, he did say that the service has set record number of new Game Pass subscribers because of Call of Duty Black Ops 6's launch day. It set a new quarter one record for total revenue and average revenue per subscriber.
That means people buying skins and shit.
I don't think there's anything.
Yeah.
Talking about the Azure cloud servers, 500 million monthly active players over the last year, seeing consistent growth monthly users on the cloud. So I don't know where they're getting that Xbox is dead. Xbox is going away. It ain't going nowhere. They have more than enough to sustain them for quite some time, especially with all the games coming. And even if they're delayed, Xbox still has the games coming.
So many
and
games.
There's been no announced cancellations yet. I would rather it be delayed than canceled.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, no. I agree with you 100%. So what?
And I see you in the chat, Razor Ultron. Screw you.
What happened? Oh shit! Look at him. He said, "Oh no, Pablo's is here. What the fuck, Demoflow? You're really scrapping the bottom of the barrel." Oh, come on, man. Nah, Pablo's is cool, dude, bro. It's all love. So yeah. What do you think about all these, Archangel? Drop your bars. What do you think about the situation with the fake articles and the media and all that? It's what's there.
Yeah, I think maybe I might have said it earlier, but it's like this needs to stop. Like, what good does this really do us? Like, the whole reason why we turn to games journalists is so we can know what's really going on in the industry. 9 times out of 10, any benefit that Microsoft wants to drop on its gamers, they lean it into being a negative. There's always some like boogeyman or some scary thing, and then when Sony copies them, all of a sudden it's like the most revolutionary thing in the world. I think we need to start keeping it real, and it's about time even gaming media starts keeping it real. Because like, look, I know positive PlayStation news or anything that mentions PlayStation is 30% of your income, but it's like, bro, you're gonna lose everybody if you don't change. Like, you got to start seeing things for what it is. This is the industry. These changes is coming. Consoles selling the most. It's not the bee's knees no more. You feel me? It's like it's about the health of the devs and the games and the gamers and the game industry now.
Okay, so what I wanted to add is just like, okay, console gaming is not the only type of gaming that exists. So we're not saying the console gaming is gonna die. We're just saying that more people are gonna learn that you could play games in very different ways. For example, recently I posted it on Twitter too. Follow me on Twitter, guys. You'll find out about some cool shit. I always bring some nice information in there. Talks about new games that I see and I think that you may like or not. So I just bought an MetaQuest 3S, right? I get it today on Amazon and I'm excited. And you know what? I can play my Game Pass games on there too. So even though, like, you know how many people bought that Oculus and then the freaking MetaQuest? How many people are playing Game Pass and games through the headset? Like, you don't understand. That's only one thing. What about phones? Right? What about tablets? Like, people have Game Pass, bro. What about TVs? You can literally download Game Pass from your TV, your Fire Stick. So everybody interacting with the channel, with the freaking, ecosystem is definitely paying for it because you don't get to play for free. You have to freaking buy the membership to play. So people are playing this shit behind the scenes. They're not telling you, like, remember, these ponies are hardcore. They don't really understand the fact that I could enjoy playing a game on the Nintendo. You know, they don't understand that I could enjoy playing a game on the PS5 too, or whatever. You know, I go to the arcade sometimes and play games over there. So it doesn't really matter the platform. At the end of the day, what stays is the game. Look, you can play a game on a controller, you can play a game touch, you can play a game with a mouse and keyboard, you can play it on VR by just using your hands.
Absolutely.
No matter what, you're still a gamer, you're still a consumer. So it doesn't matter where you buy these games from. Microsoft doesn't give a damn about it. They're growing, they're getting stronger, and that's one of the reasons why Game Pass is still cheap. You know, so we gotta treasure that because, I mean, if Microsoft really want to screw Sony over, they really wanted to screw the industry over, they could have already done that. They that's right. Bullshit. That's right.
He's playing PoE2 in the background.
Oh shit. Okay. Path of Exile, you got burnt.
It's not Demoflow. You hitting the nail on the head. It's big facts. If Microsoft really wanted to like take their ball and go home, like, yo, we want you to buy an Xbox, period. We don't care how you feel. They could easily do that. They could take all your favorite games and lock them exclusive. And honestly, that conversation might come up in 9 years when this what do you call it? The FTC joint is finally passed. It might come sooner.
Oh, I think it'll be sooner than that.
Of the deal.
Yeah, but I don't think Microsoft really wants to do that because what they're doing is they're utilizing Sony, you know, and they're utilizing every platform. They're utilizing Apple. Like they literally became a virus, and they everywhere. So every company, even Apple, try to fight them so that they couldn't put our Game Pass on iPhones and shit. And they were like, no, bro, we're going to be everywhere and you cannot even stop us. So we are literally like, imagine you running a blog. I don't know if you've ever been in the street. You running a blog, you're selling dope. You're what? You don't even have to be from the street. You have to watch one of the shows, Boys in the Hood or whatever. Hey, and somebody come to your blog to sell dope in your blog, to pimp in your blog. Like, how? Like, are you gonna allow that? That's like, and that's literally what Microsoft is forcing their way into every freaking way that they can like sell games. And that's what they're doing.
This is what I'm trying to get at. Like, if it was really about selling the most consoles, they could have did it a long time ago. Right. They could have took all the games home, but it's about something bigger than that.
It's bigger than that.
The games.
Facts.
It's about the audience, the MAUs.
Yeah. So
now I will say this about releasing games everywhere. Xbox don't have to keep their games exclusive to Xbox or the Xbox ecosystem, because all they would have to do is say, hey, if you're on the Xbox ecosystem and you have Game Pass, you get it early. If you have Game Pass and not Ultimate, you still get it day one. If you're on the Xbox ecosystem, you can still get it day one.
It'll be
but
like
on
Netflix.
Top of that, if it's still going to go to PlayStation and Switch, all they have to do is say, hey, it's going to be a timed exclusive. You get to play this on Xbox first.
Yep.
And we already know it's coming to PC day and date.
I think it's going to be like the same way that Netflix do shit. It's like Netflix is like, you know, has something that's exclusive to them, and then you can watch the same thing in Paramount and the rest of the other apps.
Absolutely.
Disney does it too, because some Disney content makes it to freaking Netflix and vice versa. So I feel like it's just this is something that people. I feel like gamers are selfish. You are selfish, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you want a console to sell, right, at the expense of preventing other people to enjoy the games that you enjoy. So you're locking people away because you want to enjoy this, but you know, for yourself, and you don't want to share. But at the end of the day, that's not what's good for the games. Games need a big community to survive. So we seen something like Helldivers 2, for example, didn't succeed on PlayStation. It wasn't that big of a success on PlayStation, but it was a success on freaking Steam. So imagine if from the get-go you had released something like multi-platform, and you know you could have had success in one or the other platform. Same with content creation. I'm sorry. In my personal experience, I have Instagram. Nobody follows me on Instagram. for some reason. Nobody gives a shit about me. You know what I'm saying?
I
Nobody
think it's
gives a
just
shit about
Instagram in general.
gaming in Instagram is very tough, right? But other places like on YouTube, I do better. On Twitter, I do better. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if I came and say, oh, I only post on Instagram. You know, I'm not gonna post on YouTube. Fuck YouTube. I'm not gonna post on TikTok. Fuck TikTok. You know, and the other things like you are decreasing your chances of becoming somebody in one of these platforms. And that success that you may have in one platform may even translate to other platforms. So, I mean, because
Yes.
everybody's connected. So, it's kind of stupid. The whole exclusive thing, in my opinion, is still kind of stupid. And that compensation, I think, is about time that we stop talking about that shit. So, shout out to Steve though. Let me go see chat because I see him active down there. So they've been talking a lot of shit, but I kind of want to see what they're doing. Ponies got no games and they are bent. they bent. It's not game over. It's bent over. snake. Lycos 45 in the house saying it don't take much to figure out that being in the red is bad, ponies. Yeah, I mean, I was showing you they've been in the red, Xbox is on the green. That's all you need to know. You don't need to analyze anything. That's all you need to know. So a lot of people are investing more on Microsoft and Xbox in general than they are investing in Sony. The movies are flopping. On top of that, they got more movies and games. The games are not hitting. They're not that popular. VR died right away. Yoshida said, like, let's move on to the next question. We're gonna get into all of that. But
I will say the Helldivers movie could be good. Just saying, the TV series for Helldivers,
he said
that might be worth it.
Matt Fig in the house. Good to see you, bro. He say Xbox is alive and well with new games releasing. Sony's good. Apple iStation, Apple Station coming soon. Apple Station. I like it. Yeah, Keys Move, I love that shit. He want Apple to buy Xbox, man. Are you kidding me, bro? We got Steve here saying without ABK, Xbox would be in real trouble. The growth without ABK was less than 3%. If that didn't go through, we'll be looking at a complete different situation for the well-being of the Xbox division. That may be true, but also look, hey,
I think it's the other way around.
If Real Madrid or Barcelona haven't bought Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi for the teams, they wouldn't have won all those championships. So I think it's crucial for any company or anybody, even yourself, to always try to like expand, right? And try to do better. And that's what they did. It's like the reason I run games at 280 FPS is because I have the capable software and hardware. You know what I'm saying? So that if I don't want to move up, if you don't want to level up your character, that's on you. But that's what Xbox did. They went to the next level. They're like, you know what? I feel like we could do a little bit better. We need to increase our revenue. What are we gonna do? And they did what they had to do. When
Absolutely,
they were the only ones able to afford ABK at the end of the day. Who was gonna do it? Sony.
I mean, what were they going to do? Sell ABK off in pieces instead if Xbox didn't buy them?
We could say too that Xbox saved Call of Duty and ABK too, because the way that ABK was being run was atrocious. It was terrible, right?
Oh,
they
yeah, absolutely it was.
all the bad culture that they had in there now. So I mean, not only did they make a big, huge, humongous investment in gaming, but they also saved some dear games to us, like Diablo, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, a bunch of freaking franchises that ABK has that we all love and grew up with. So I mean, there's that too. But I agree with you. I feel like Xbox needed to do something and they did it. So I mean, what are we talking about?
Let me nudge this. Let me nudge this a little bit. You just showed us games, right? Like you just showed us a whole chart full of games. I get it that ABK added a lot of value to Xbox and probably a lot more than it would have gained on its own. But it was already in the gaining position before ABK. They wasn't in the red like PlayStation. So it's like, what was like the people thinking that saving Xbox? I don't think it's saved. I think it made added to Xbox, but saved it. Nah, no way. Because they was gaining. They was gaining when it was Xbox Live Gold. They was gaining the whole time. It was always in the green. Xbox always had that value. So I think let's keep it real. If ABK was bought by Amazon or somebody else, they would have took that company apart. It would not be the same as
Absolutely
what we had. So I think it might be the other way around. That, like you said, Demo, Xbox actually saved ABK.
Yep, I feel that's the way, to look at it. Because imagine if nobody had bought ABK, what would it be right now? Xbox also understands, like, some games require certain development time and
Call of Duty
delay.
would have been in a worse state than it's in now. That's for sure.
Yep. Call of Duty would have been worse than it is now. And a lot of people are saying Call of Duty sucks, but Call of Duty #1.
I mean, the campaign is very good. I haven't finished it yet myself, but it is very good. And the zombies is phenomenal. The only thing that's bad about Call of Duty right now, Black Ops 6, is the multiplayer itself because of various issues that are arising.
I think it's the cheaters mostly. I feel like, and I was saying in the
there's
last
more to
video,
it than that.
Yeah, I feel like what is it like? Score-based matchmaking. Is getting out of hand. Some people are feeling like they're being nerfed, like their guns and the damage and stuff like that. I think that's going on too. But I feel like what's really killing and making it worse is also the cheaters. I feel like the cheaters are getting out of hand, and not only, and I was speaking about it in my last video. Go check it out. My latest video is like they are ruining gaming, bro. So if you spot a cheater, you have a friend that cheats, bro, like call him out, bro. Call him a piece of shit.
Absolutely.
Like you have to, because we need to stop. And this start with us, hardcore gamers who are interacting online all of the freaking time. If you see a cheater, expose his ass, tell this motherfucker is cheating, even if he plays with you, because you know what? You'll be cleaning the streets. You'll be called a hero, because it will be one less cheater that will run into it. And bro, it's disgusting because I mean, games, and especially Call of Duty, is not hard. Call of Duty is not hard. It's one of the easiest FPS games to get into, bro. It's not hard. So there's no reason why you should be cheating. And that's the reason why I believe that everybody's kind of fed up with Warzone specifically, because Warzone is free to play. So what does that mean? A lot of people will care less about losing their account. They could just make another account and jump back in with the cheat.
Now, I would like to point out something that Razor and Steve were talking about in the chat. Sorry to cut you off, Archangel. Talking about King David saying that Game Pass is up to 50 million. Last reported figure was February of last year, and that was 34 million. Okay. Now, I had a discussion on Twitter with somebody and also in Alex's Discord about this, where I know it's not the best source of information, but it is, AI after all. I use Twitter Grok. And I asked him, based on everything that is known from websites and postings, roughly basically how is Game Pass doing? Okay, so we know 34 million was what it was last recorded at in last February. We know that due to the standard tier being added and everything being changed, that they went up subscribers because everybody converted over. And we know that Call of Duty had a 6% or something like that increase in Game Pass, a record-breaking number. And we just went over that earlier, right? And that put it somewhere in the ballpark of about 40 to 42 million. Okay. And it's still been increasing since then, mind you. We just haven't heard any numbers yet. Now, if what King David said is true, and it's up to 50 million, okay. Now, given this projection, it said that it would take till 2037 for Game Pass to hit that ceiling of 100 million users subscribed. Okay, if everything was staying on the upward trend. And we all heard from the leaked documents during the FTC that they say they want to hit that by 2030. So they would miss their mark by about 7 years. But now, given that this trajectory is increased to 50 million, if that is true, let me put that in there because, it's not confirmed. And I don't know King David's source. I don't know if he's making it up, pulling numbers out of his ass. I love King David. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, you have to cite a source.
If this is true, okay, then that growth, if it stays true, will mean that they will hit that 100 million mark by 2028.
Yeah. And like Sadia said in the previous article, they is long term growth. They're not looking for like making it like right now. They like they basically a character when you play a video game and you level up all the stats and you even it out and you go like at the beginning it's gonna be oh my god his character is so bad, but then when you get towards the end game and all your stats are like pumped up to the max, it is when you start feeling the power and you're like holy crap, it makes sense, everything is clicking, every piece of the puzzle is like going with each other. So that's exactly what happened. But yeah, I think we're like already done with this freaking topic because I mean,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
We know Xbox ain't dead.
Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. Shout out to Next Gen Nero. He came through the other day, last week. Shout out to you, man. How you doing, man? What's good? We chilling, bro. We doing our thing, having fun, talking games. Y'all already know.
Absolutely.
Fader Blaze in the house saying, "Yep, keep Amazon and Apple from the gaming industry." I agree. I hate Apple. Products are the worst. I'm not saying quality. I'm just saying like even what was it? Like, I think it was Mark Zuckerberg that was recently interviewed, and he said that Apple had really fell down after Steve Jobs. They haven't really produced anything innovative. All they've been doing is the same thing over and over. They're already in the iPhone 15 or something, and they've been doing the same thing over and over. So.
Yo, Demo.
Hey.
I do want to bring something up real quick
Go.
about your, you were talking about cheaters earlier. I want to bring up a scary scenario, see what both of y'all think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy Elon Musk was talking about how FPS players in the future are going to be Neuralink holders, people that are using that joint. What do y'all think about that? Because we're talking about like cheaters and bots and all this ruining gaming. But yo, when this army of Neuralink gamers come for us, what are we gonna do?
Well, and that's why there's gonna be gaming for everybody. It's gonna.
I don't even trust Elon Musk as far as I can throw him.
No. I think Elon Musk is like a person who really want to make a difference in humanity. So he may go a little bit further than we might, think that is cool. I mean, I think you did the trucks and Starlink cool, but like stop it with the cyber. What is it like the robots that you can the mates?
Yeah,
that's a little creepy, bro. Can we stop right now and focus on some other shit?
Hey, Young Dreads got into the closed beta of Mecha Break. Let's go.
Hey, Razor Ultra in the house saying Next Gen Nero still waiting for his sentencing from Ray Ray. Send Nero to jail. Ray. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Nero. Hey, they cool people, bro. Chill. Lycos45 said, yeah, I hate cheaters for real. Nah, man, I agree. And when I say saving grace, I mean from an investor point of view. Investors wanting growth in a stagnant market is a near impossible task. Console market has been stuck in and around 200 million users. So back to what were you saying, Archangel, because I think it's funny when you talk about the Neuralink. I think there's gonna be like different categories of gaming, just like there exists right now. There's a mobile gamer, there is a console gamer, there's a PC gamer. So I think that it's gonna be like a category. Some games they break. I think it's like Halo. You can in Halo choose what aiming input you use or device. So you can pick only to play against keyboard and mouse players, and you can have a mix, or you can have, like it depends. Obviously, it makes matchmaking a little harder than it should be,
right?
But definitely a thing. And I'm not scared of that. In fact, I want to freaking do it. Like I said, I just bought the VR thing, the Meta Quest, so I'm excited to try some shooter games, some shooting games with that. That'll be amazing. Maybe not too scary. I hope it's not too scary. So shout out to John Tres, the artist here. Let's go. Just got into the Make a Break closed beta. Powerball's already highlighted. Razor also house saying Elon Musk doesn't even play the games he claims to play. He doesn't know what is going on in the gaming. He got into it with I think it was like what was it, like
Asmongold.
Yeah, because supposedly Asmongold paid somebody to boost him, or he paid somebody. There were some claims, somebody about like there's a lot of
Diablo
or something. Yeah, they're beefing, definitely beefing. But it's funny that Elon Musk being so big, taking Asmongold into account or into beef is like fuck. Like
There's a lot of stuff about the
I-
Asmongold Elon Musk thing going on right now.
I'm jelly. I'm jelly. So John Tracer out is saying as long as he is on some MMO type shit, sign me up for the Neuralink. There you go.
Did you know that Elon Musk got community noted twice and broke his own terms of service on Twitter?
Oh my
Oh,
god. Oh my.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is, well, he owns it too. So Razer Ultron AC for life saying that Cybertruck is crap and has a lot of problems. I'm not trusting Elon Musk company to mess with my brain. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I want Elon Musk specifically to come and implant that shit in my head. I'm just saying that the future is fucking crazy. That it would be cool to try it out. I mean, if it's safe, if it doesn't have any crazy side effects, as a gaming enthusiast, like, come on, bro. Like, come on, Ready Player One. We all want to get there. We all want to be like, damn, what would it be like to play a game like that? I've been watching a lot of anime like that too. Solo Leveling, Shangri-La. So it makes you wonder.
Let me tell you something. When you were bringing this up earlier, I think in another episode, where you were talking about like what the future of gaming is gonna be and why games have to break barriers. When you bring up Ready Player One, I seen this joint. Power Boss, it will be fired. It's like a paintball arena, but everybody's wearing like VR type goggles. And when you going through the arena, you see this game world, but you could touch the walls and it feels real. Because you're interacting with a physical
with
arena.
the environment, or mixed reality. That's what it's called, mixed reality.
That type of gaming is gonna add to this.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Platform.
Yeah. So okay, the MetaQuest S3 comes with the mixed gaming thing. So sometimes, like when you open and you scan your area, you have like little monsters in a shooting game that you can see your room. And you got little monsters coming from the sofa and hiding behind the walls and shit. So you got like it's crazy, it's trippy as hell. I'm super scared, but I'm pumped and I'm excited. Yo, let's talk about this shit, bro. So Sony canceled 2 more games. Let me pull it out. The thing that I have here. Because I feel like we could go on and talk about the future of gaming forever, man. The possibilities
absolutely
are endless. Hey, that should be an episode in itself. But yeah, shout out to who was the one who did it? Radek. Shout out to him. I don't know, but follow him. I just follow him. He posted this information, and this is basically all the Sony PlayStation games that have been canceled. So we're gonna start from the top, and we're gonna get that this is the live service games that they have in the work and shit. Like this is live service games. So Destruction All Stars, Lucid Games have been released. Gran Turismo was released. Helldivers 2 was released. Right, Concord, it was pulled out. Like when you're about to and you pulled out just like that. Fair Games to be determined. Horizon
the game looks in trouble.
Multiplayer. Even Yoshida told you yesterday that he was very disappointed with Horizon Forbidden West, and you know how bad he did. So, Media Molecule live service game unannounced. Bungie Gummy Bears. What we saw. Holy fuck. Jason Blundell's LA studio game. Unannounced. The Last of Us Online, Naughty Dog. What is it that meme?
Finito. Fertilizer.
Twisted Metal. Spider-Man, The Great Web. London Studio Live Service Game. God of War Live Service Game. Ben Studio Live Service Game. Bye-bye.
And that's not even all of them.
Holy shit. And I know it's probably so missing, but
there's 9.
But they winning, Power Boss. You see, they winning. They winning. Like who gonna tell the Sony PlayStation fanboy like the reality of Sony is this, bro? This is what's gonna happen, and they still tell you, oh, but Xbox, got no games. They still say that, and they got no freaking console sales. So, I mean, what do you think about the whole thing? This list, it looks juicy, bro. It looks really, really juicy.
Very sad.
Because don't forget, Foam Stars is not on there.
Yeah, but that's Square Enix.
Suicide Squad isn't on there. What else? We got Dark Side, which I think was the Ben Studios game.
Yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, like you mentioned, what like Suicide Squad, but that's not Sony. That's
WB, yeah.
Yeah. That's not Sony. So, what do you think about this, Archangel? Do you have any takes? Like, what do you think about these games? And
Hey,
which
the heroes.
which one you think would be like a good one that they might have lost along the way? You know,
Look,
And then Factions 2 isn't even on there.
A couple of fallen heroes. You know, we don't got no Resistance. We don't got no Killzone. We don't got no Warhawk. You know, like we're suffering out here. You know, like PlayStation gamers, y'all guys are missing a lot more than this. Face it.
crazy. I feel like wow, like this was like crazy, bro. To see this list, it's just terrible, man. Freaking terrible, man.
Is Deviation Games on there?
Deviation Games, no.
Nope, it's not on there. That's another one that was closed. They had the London studio closure, which had an unannounced VR project.
Wow.
Last of Us Online.
This is not what success looks like.
Yeah, exactly. This is not what success looks like. Look how many games. And look, and Harky was saying it yesterday on Simone and Doodle Show. It looks like they hitting a hiatus right now. And this is gonna be a while before these studios can get back on their feet. We're gonna see some layoffs. We're gonna see some more cancellations. We're gonna see some more change in strategy by Sony. Like now, you see, they trying to milk the hell out of their IP, so they're making movies out of all the IPs. So that's something that we have to like think about and pay attention to. I feel like, yeah, Sony PlayStation is in a dire position, but everybody is freaking defending Sony PlayStation, bro.
Hey.
Took it like a
Where are your
champ.
console sales now?
A real hero.
Shout out to Scarlett and I'm Reezy and Distinctive 170 in the chat.
Yo, let me ask the chat real quick. Is
Go for
this what selling the most consoles look like? Is this what you're supposed to look like?
I don't know, but it's crazy, man. I don't know. Scarlett's Cara saying, did you guys hear that TikTok might be selling TikTok to Elon Musk? Yeah, we know about that. Mr. Beast also wanted to chime in. So I don't know. Somebody that I know is an influencer in TikTok. He's making money. They pay really well, and he's kind of scared because Elon Musk is cheap ass, and he would. and look, Twitter. I seen people posting Twitter how much they make for the engagement and the content and the posts and stuff. It's like people like Destin with like thousands and thousands of followers make $15 a month. So I'm talking about this person that I know makes literally like $400-$500 a day. So there was somebody else that you know that is not close to me, but I know to somebody that he made $60,000 in a month in TikTok. $60,000. So everybody's freaking out because what might happen with TikTok is that revenue might be, you know, what you make on TikTok might be fucked up. So yeah, we know about it. Do I care? I'm not really big on TikTok. I got like 5 followers or something. So I'm not making any money. It's not gonna affect me, but it's definitely yeah, it's gonna affect the world, right? We're gonna get a bunch of like other apps trying to imitate what TikTok does. Matter of fact, there's one that my friend sent me. Hold on, it's called Clapper or something. That is like a new thing. Let me put you guys on game because I think it's important. Damn, what is it called? It's called Clapper. Yeah, Clapper. As dirty as that sounds. Yeah. That's not. Yeah, it's a new app. It's similar to TikTok.
Diddy.
So it's like that the people
The
are already
clapper.
moving on. They, like there's always gonna be an alternative and a platform. So I hope that people who are making money there can continue to make money because at the end of the day they're living off of it. So it will be like they're losing the job. So I hope like all the influencers are good, right? So I mean, we will just have to wait and see. But John Dredd the artist saying Sword Art Online solo leveling, bro. The headset on and your mind gets transported to another realm. That is all I've been waiting on from gaming, bro. That's so freaking dope. I've been watching Solo Leveling. If you haven't watched Solo Leveling, go check it out. It's crazy. It's dope. It's like I think it's like my favorite the anime that I've watched lately. And I'm watching also Shangri-La, another one that's very good too. Go check it out. Shangri-La is dope. So yeah, bro. Sony's problem, they are scared to move away from their safety net of the third person action adventure type. The failure of Concord has strengthened this sentiment. And that's right, because you know what? People really undermine what Concord did to them and the big blow that it was for their self-esteem and confidence when it comes to releasing games. So now they scared and they probably been cooking up a bunch of like stuff similar to Concord with the whole what that we can say because we get shadow banned. And it's definitely a hit that they should be taken in consideration. And we understand how hard it's been for Sony PlayStation, but Sony PlayStation fanboys don't. It was like Concord is fine, move on. Look at Xbox after Redfall. He flopped terribly because it had issues, because it wasn't what we were expecting it, even though they fixed it and all that. It took a while for them to recover. It took a while for them to recover from the bad rep, right? That brought to them. So factions online and Marvel Spider-Man online would have been big if done right. I agree with you. The Spider-Man men, look at Marvel Rivals. Imagine if they had done that before. Like they could have been ahead. But at the end of the day, you never know what's gonna hit, right? So I'm Breezy in the house. How's it going, man? Good to see you. You say canceling more games that you release is diabolical.
Oh yeah.
Bro, that's the reality of them. Distinctive 170. What's going on, player? He said, greetings to the panel and chat room. Respectfully. Thank you. Thank you for coming through. He's saying that ponies believe in console sales versus active console users. That's a big difference. Yes, that's like having 7,000 cars that nobody drives. What counts is people driving that shit. It's basically what it is. I don't know what he's talking about because I lost him. John the artist here saying Overlord, don't get me started. I love animes about MMORPG life and the virtual reality gameplay. The fact is about to come through is freaking fire. I agree with you. But yeah, back to the topic. Sony canceled 2 more games. How many more will they cancel for the rest of
That's so far to date, since Factions 2 was announced canceled, 9 games total. They have canceled more games than they have promised to put out this entire generation.
Can I say something real quick about this whole shit? Like, Microsoft passed through the games as a service Crucible, and they survived, and they became the biggest publisher in the world for it. Sony did not survive the games as a service Crucible. Clearly, when we look at this, they're done. Where are they going to get their gas from? Let's keep it real. Microsoft took that gas and they turned it into a bigger thing. Sony don't got it, and they don't got the pockets either.
Yeah, they really don't. It's just they don't have the power to get back in the field like Xbox did, because you know what? After Redfall, who cares? We got Call of Duty coming day 1 on Game Pass. People are gonna forget eventually about Redfall.
I mean,
people don't really care.
Phil came out and literally apologized for the disaster that was Redfall. Refunded
that wasn't
people's
his
money.
fault.
Exactly. And he came out and apologized for it, right? But then we have the failure of Concord. Where's the apology from Jim Ryan and Herman Holst and Hiroki Totoki?
Nope. They never came out and say, we know that
anything about it.
Yep, they never say anything about it.
Shout out to E-Ranks.
Yep. A shout out to E-Ranks. So yeah, man, that's what's going on. It's incredible that Sony PlayStation fanboys can see that, and they will like have crazy takes still about Xbox. But some of the Sony PlayStation fanboys are coming to the realization, such as the case of this dude that I'm gonna be showing here. They finally realizing that the the things are not great at Sony PlayStation, and some of their fans have come out and they have basically spoken out. So we got Neo Games Park. He's a huge Sony PlayStation fan. He say, I don't know, man. Sean letting out here publicly liking tweets whenever folks say he was forced out. Jim Ryan being who he was. Shu going from running first party to the indie division where, let's be real, hasn't had the growth folk would think. All this stuff correlates. So that's exactly what it is. Shuhei Yoshida says that if he was still in charge of PlayStation first party, he would have tried to resist the PlayStation Live Service push and joked that maybe that's why they removed them. So what happening is, man, that whatchamacallit, that some Sony PlayStations are realizing now, and they're like, man, look, like, Jim Ryan left. The Sean Layden, he's like, liking stuff about people being forced out. We see some other situations like Cody Booth being forced out. They all came out and spoke negatively about, PlayStation. So I feel like this is like, reality is about to hit these ponies. And I got some more stuff right here. I think it was like who it was. I think it was hold on. I think it was Nicola, which is a huge a huge Sony fan, and he tweeted this out
until recently, apparently.
Well, he's still a fan. He's still gonna talk shit, but here it is. This is what he said. Sony's single player games going day one to PC soon. Just got a lot more obvious. And then people say, I try to tell you, you know what I'm saying? But he wouldn't listen. So some of them are already seeing, like, looking at what's going on at Sony PlayStation, they feel like Sony PlayStation will lose a lot of money if they don't put them on PC, and they could be in trouble. So that's,
and they invaded that.
Exactly. Well, but we know that's what they were going to do, and we talked about it here. We had clips by Hiroki Totoki here. I'm going to show you here a clip by him. That sometimes this is why the reason why we blocked me, because I showed him this when he started talking about Force on PS5, which is why I made the Sun. So I always show him this.
There is computing. Users will be able to play their favorite games seamlessly. Gamers will be able to find a place to play in different spaces. While PlayStation will remain our core product, we will expand our gaming experiences to PC, mobile, and cloud.
Joy in every nation. PlayStation.
Wow. So that's only PlayStation right there in a nutshell.
And in that same speech, he said to other consoles as well.
And the other day, somebody clipped me and said that I was doing what the ponies do, but I'm really not. I'm clapping back because the pony been talking shit. What I've been doing is speaking the truth, which you ponies don't do. None of you speak to your community and be like, yo, time to talk about this, right? Instead, some people came out, and took all the bullets and said, this is good. This is good. I'm glad they canceled 2 games, right? So that's literally amazing. What's happening is that Sony PlayStation stopped listening to you guys, right?
Probably a long time ago.
A long time ago.
That's right.
But, I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, that's what we're heading. Shout out to chat. Shout out to all of you. Hit the like button, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, consider becoming a Demoflow Gaming soldier, the whole thing, bro. So we got E-Ranks in the house. Distinctive 170 in the house too. He's saying he was the Japanese Jim Ryan, respectfully. I don't know. And then he says such a shame to get rid of him. Seriously, respectfully. Well, some people even I think who was it? I think it was Team Dog. the one who suggested that Xbox should go ahead and hire him now. And I'm gonna tell you this: would you hire Michael Jordan when he was playing for the Pelicans? Would you?
Nah.
I know it's Michael Jordan, but he was way past his prime, right? So, I mean, he's respected, but not wanted. I would say that the way that he was trying to run Sony PlayStation was really bad, and that was the reason. He wanted to keep PlayStation traditional. They told him, no, get the hell out of here.
If he wants to go to Microsoft, he would be a great asset. The only problem would be where he would fit in. He would be a great asset, don't get me wrong.
I'll say throw him in with the indies. I would say.
Or you stick him in marketing?
Marketing, maybe. Yeah, marketing.
Maybe marketing. I mean,
Maybe
that's Aaron
marketing.
Greenberg's job, but I'm pretty sure his experience over 31 years of PlayStation could definitely come in handy somewhere, even if he's just spread across a whole bunch of different assets.
Okay, Iran says something here very important. Shout out to you, Iran, for this comment. He said, I just don't think PlayStation has the people in the building that can identify good games anymore. They are lost at a leadership level. This isn't a fluke. So, yeah. Bro, it's just a lack of talent. They don't really understand how gaming works because they were so used to that one formula that works for them for a long time, for a decade, right? But now it seems like they don't know how to do nothing else. So now they need to learn how to do stuff. But in order for them to learn how to build these games and make these games and drop these games, they need to freaking, they need time.
The last thing that I want to say about Shuhei Yoshida, about what you specifically showed earlier about how if he was still in charge of PlayStation, that he would, fight against the live service push. PlayStation can do the live service push all they want, but the thing that they failed on was they were trying to do too many. Jim Ryan greenlighting 10 of them.
Yeah. They were
we've only seen 2, and one got
I have
pulled.
something to add.
Yeah, go ahead.
Powerball. I got something to add to Powerball. So it was something David Jaffe said on his channel. He was talking about when they was making Twisted Metal originally, that he attended it to be like Twisted Metal 2, where it was like a storyline structure. You have your single player characters and your endings and stuff like that. But then Sony walks in and they're like, well, we want to turn it into a live service game midway. And he tells them you can't take your single player team that they've, that's what they've been working on this whole time, and just flip a switch and all of a sudden they're a live service team.
And that's what happened with Redfall.
Problem. So you're both right.
Yeah. That's what happened with Redfall too. Yeah. So I think that the idea of making live service games as a company makes sense because it's like some games that are cash cows and they make a lot. But when you turn everything into a live service game, because this is what they do. They very they lack creativity really, and it goes to show when third person or adventure games over the shoulder, whatever, became popular. That's all they did. Now the live service games are popular. That's what they want to do. So it's bro, you train chasing
late,
and that's why you're failing. You're not being yourself. You're copying from all the other games, so you're not being yourself. Games like freaking Concord, really exposed them. Really exposed them because he looked exactly like Destiny. He played like Overwatch. It was just come on, bro. What are you talking about? What are we doing here? And
they're doing it again. They're doing it again. They're coming out
and
with
they do it again and again. It's the definition of insanity. I wish I had that vast video. It's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result. It's just crazy. And I don't know. Look, we got somebody here, CC Trout. He say Xbox needs incentive. That incentive is first party. They're getting a lot of first party, bro. Valve releasing next month. Doom might be releasing in April or something. Really close. We got what
Subnautica 2 is coming next month. Outer Worlds 2 later this year.
I don't know if Subnautica is first party. Subnautica is
No. It's Unknown Worlds third party. The same people who bought Hi-Fi Rush Studio.
Oh, okay.
Crafton.
But yeah, like the way we count games is like Game Pass day one. These are brand new games coming to Game Pass day one that we're going to enjoy. We don't give a damn who makes them. That's just the truth. I get to play the game. Look, they just added Diablo, the original Diablo from 1997. It's dope as hell. Go check it out. An amazing
Game Pass on
experience.
PC.
It's on PC, but well, that's where it's available. Hopefully, they could work on a port that they can.
Well,
make it
don't
available.
forget, Diablo 1 Fire expansion was on PlayStation. So there is a console port that has already been done.
Okay, so it could happen. They did it with Age of Empires.
Yeah, and Age of Mythology.
And Age of Mythology as well. So there you have it. We also got Eternal Strands dropping this month. We got Sniper
Expedition
Elite
33.
Expedition 33. No, it's coming later. I think it's
later.
in August. Yeah, but
I don't think it's that much later.
You got it back there. There's a bunch of freaking games coming to Game Pass day one that we're gonna get to enjoy. Fall. By the way, I had I took a look at an extended gameplay for Fall, and I think it's gonna be great because I feel like the game is like a mixture of Fallout and Stalker, because it had like survival elements. And if you like Fallout, I know a lot of people do like Fallout, like me, like myself. And if you like all of that, I think it's gonna be great. What the hell did I freaking do? It's right here. So hold up. I'm gonna put the gameplay in the back so that people can see what we're talking about. So yeah, this is Fall. It's coming to freaking Game Pass anytime. So basically, you can craft, you can do a bunch of shit, you can survive, you speak to NPCs. Very similar to Fallout. So I would say this is like Fallout and Stalker had a baby, so you had a bunch of weapons. You can upgrade your weapons. You can pick up just like you do in Fallout. Then you can like craft. You have to survive. You have to drink water and stuff. You can do a bunch of stuff in this game. So I feel like this game is gonna be probably in the mid-70s, but it's gonna be right up on my alley, and I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of it. I wouldn't have to spend an extra dime. It's gonna be on Game Pass day one. And look, that's freaking amazing.
Plus, we gotta keep it real with the console sales, right? Eventually, the Xbox X is gonna be the S of the industry when the next Xbox comes out, and that that increasingly decreased price X is gonna be an increase in value proposition over time as an entry point for people that just want to cop something real quick and jump into gaming. And if they start packaging the X with Game Pass, like, yo, buy an X for like $200 or whatever, get Game Pass with it for X amount of time, like that, the longevity of the X is going to be a lot longer than people expect. Even when they come out with the new Xbox model, people are going to be still looking at the X like, yo, this is cheap, but it's powerful as hell for the price. And more people are going to be buying Xbox slowly. It's not just now. It's like, Microsoft's thinking long term.
Well, that's interesting. This just in: U.S. Supreme Court upholds law banning TikTok.
Oh shit!
You muted, Demo.
Demo, you were muted that whole time.
Somebody's gonna buy. Yeah, my baby out here crying a little bit. But yeah, shout out to CC Trout. He's saying Xbox literally has more IPs than we can count. Why give them all? Right. And look, as much as you love console sales, like console sales don't guarantee that people play your games. And we've seen that with Sony PlayStation, and that's what they want. They want the games everywhere, which might make you feel some type of way. Right, because you probably holding on to your console and be like, yo, why is Xbox doing this? It makes no sense. But the way that you play in games don't like then the way that other people that are playing games don't affect you. Like,
now, I will say this to CC's effect, just to slam this home. Okay, we know that at the Xbox Dev Direct that there's 4 guaranteed games showing, 2 of which are announced for PlayStation. Those are the only 2 games announced from Xbox going to PlayStation officially so far. There's nothing else been announced. No Gears, no Halo, no Forza. Atomfall is not guaranteed to go. South of Midnight. So many games, first or third party, that is going to be an Xbox and PC exclusive that PlayStation so far has not had an announcement. Now, can they go later? Possibly. But I don't think it's going to be everything. And why, when you can still play the best experience on PC?
It's like sometimes people that have multi consoles, they say, "Oh, I have a PC, but I have a PlayStation for the exclusives." Like, you making no sense. All the games are coming to PC. You might as well, if you got a PC and you're waiting for GTA, you might as well just wait for everything that's coming. So shout out to Showtime Reese. Thank you for the donation. He say people say Don't Matrix almost killed Xbox. So if PlayStation were to give up today, like right now, guess what killed PlayStation? Concord. That's not even a person.
Damn.
Oh my friggin' god, bro.
That's harsh.
Let's just dance. Let's just dance on the pony tears. It's me dancing in the pony tears. Yummy, yummy, sweet pony tears. Pony tear juice all over me.
That almost looks like the level of the high rise in Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Yeah. Now you would think that's me, but that's not me. I can dance like that. At least not anymore. Hey, yo.
DOA, yeah, DOA, yo.
Oh my god, bro! It's just wild to me, man. It's just wild. Yeah, Concord literally caused a lot of damage to Sony PlayStation, and
You ain't lying.
you know why? Because they were banking. They were banking on Concord, so the fact that it flopped this way, it just makes it all the worse, man. So I just feel sorry for them at this point. You know, it's just like what really pisses me off and what really bothers me is just like Sony PlayStation fanboys thinking that they're winning. Like, it's like, yeah, but you know, Sony PlayStation sells more. Like, what are we? What are you, like 2 years old, bro? Like, come on, bro. Stop it, right? Come on. Everybody know it. I know it. You know it. Everybody know it. All the ponies know it. They all understand. They're not stupid. All year long. And last year, since September last year, remember Direct in January last year? Like since then, we haven't stopped talking about Xbox. You know, where some games went to PlayStation or not, like, you know, Xbox was always the headline. All the journalists always had something negative or positive to say about Xbox, but nothing to say about PlayStation. They even scared to say something negative about PlayStation, which is freaking crazy. Just say it. It had to be this guy. What was it? Who was it? The one who said the console games, and then after that, the news came out. What? No, it wasn't Tom Henderson. It was one of the guys. One of these guys who said it. And you know, after that, and the ball rolled over, right? And everybody found out. But I feel like journalists are scared to talk about, you know, PlayStation in, you know, in a negative way. I feel like that's the case with them. So it's easier to farm engagement when you're talking bad about Xbox. You know, possibly your algorithm is all based talking down on Xbox. So when you talk something good, like nobody cares because everybody who's been watching you is like, you know, Sony ponies and stuff. So
Yeah,
and that's what happened. Sadly, y'all picked the wrong team. It's gonna take a while for people to forget, you know, what a Sony pony you were. I'm gonna show you somebody here, Paul Tassi, right? I'm gonna call him out here.
Man.
I'm gonna call him out here.
Using fanboys for information sources.
Yep, and look, it's just funny because I recently posted this. Let me go here, and there you go. It's right here. I'm gonna make it bigger. So Paul Tassi, he claims to be a neutral, right? So Cole Eastwood, shout out to Cole Eastwood. He posted this. I want an apology from the PlayStation fans that celebrated the death of Xbox and the game's journalists that quote tweeted them. Xbox is positioned for long-term growth, and then he quotes or cites the article that we were reading, right? Remember the one that came
Insider
out?
Game. That's what I pulled up.
Yeah, exactly. So Paul Tassi replied to Cole Eastwood, right? He's a neutral, right? According to him,
Supposedly.
Yeah,
oh
right.
wow. Microsoft said Xbox is positioned for long-term growth. My bad guess, everything's totally fine and there are no issues at all. So even though the article came out saying all that stuff, Paul Tassi, right, knows more than Satya Nadella. He's
Right.
above Satya Nadella, so he questioned, the thing. And this tweet, everybody was like, can hide ponies forever. Here you get your little clown makeup that you put on when you do clown things, right? And
Now
so
let's not
everybody
mince
stopped
words. Xbox has its problems. It does.
Of course, nobody say listen.
And
We're
it's
not
not
saying that
perfect.
Xbox is perfect. They still gotta get better at certain things. But in my opinion,
is
they're
true.
doing a good job. So we have to give them credit for it.
Yeah.
Gaming today is more accessible than ever. Gaming is cheaper than ever. You can go ahead and put both stores one next to the other and see where games are more expensive, and you can tell like right away that Xbox is literally cheaper than Sony PlayStation.
Did you
Sony
hear that they wanted to
PlayStation-
make GTA 6 $100 for the base standard?
Yeah, and they were like cheering that on. There was there was one article of one of these guys saying that GTA at $100 could save the gaming industry. How?
That would make GTA
What I
6 the
say?
worst selling GTA ever.
Well, I know a lot of people will buy it, like myself. I'll probably buy it because I'm a content creator.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it will still sell.
Yeah, it will still sell. But like kids telling their moms, like, Mom, hey, 17-year-old, 18-year-old kids that are already getting into GTA, Call of Duty and stuff. And they start telling their moms, like, Mom, like, can you buy GTA for me? It's $100. Like, it's not gonna happen, bro. It's just one game, too expensive. I'm totally against it because I don't think games should be more expensive. I think, if anything, that should be cheaper. They should give you more value. And like I said, like when you buy a game and I buy this game, I buy Call of Duty, I should be able to play that Call of Duty everywhere I go because I already bought it. Right. So why do I have to buy it in 7 other devices? So the thing is that for the when they say people don't want this, the people who don't want to do this are the developers that want to continue to milk and get more money as much money as possible, which is totally fine, but that doesn't help me. You know what I'm saying? It benefits me when I pay less, not when I pay more. That's not how it works in the real world. Like, I mean, I'm just saying. What do you guys
I got
think?
something funny to share.
All right. Pony tears. Like, what's up? What do you got to say? Go.
So the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth PC specs that comes out this month in just over a week, or just about a week from today, has just shown what it's going to require for it to run on PC systems.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they say that for ultra settings, not only is it required or recommended for ultra settings to be a 4080 or a 7900 XTX video graphics card, but the game itself does not hit 4K.
Wow.
It only goes to 2K.
But is that GTA?
Well,
No, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
I was like, oh shit! I was like,
I pulled it up.
Oh, you pulled it up. Okay, my bad. Next time, just tell me. I pulled it up. All right, let's go. Oh shit! So Final Fantasy VII.
So we know that console for the PlayStation 5 and the Pro run it on recommended settings. 1080p, 60 FPS if it's performance mode, and it's only 1080p. And we know that the PlayStation 5 drops that quality and the Pro improves the quality, but it's still not hitting the 1080p native. even though the Pro does lock it at 60 FPS. So it wants 155 gigabytes on a solid state drive, which we all know is crap, just for the game. 155 gigabytes.
That's crazy.
Now, to be fair, Call of Duty is like 300 something, but that also comes with every Call of Duty and Warzone and Call of Duty HQ.
Yeah, a multiplayer, which is like a lot bigger than single player.
Right. Now, I would be able to run recommended settings because I have a 2080 Super.
Yeah.
So mine is just around this level.
But you forgot to mention, Power Boss, the PC players also get a discount because Sony PlayStation fanboys had to pay $70.
That's true. Because right now, if I'm not mistaken, I just pulled this up earlier. Let me pull it back up real quick.
I've seen Final Fantasy 16 on sale on Steam.
Right here.
Yeah, basically Square Enix begging PC players to buy their shit, literally.
As soon as I can pull this damn thing up. Yeah, here we go. Epic Launcher.
Okay. So let me check shop while you do that. CC Trout in the house saying Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was always supposed to be an Xbox. This deal was done like 20 years ago. There you go. Reason Ultron saying Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has been Steam Deck verified. Yeah.
So I don't know how long. Oh, it says it ends February 5th. So about a week or so, or no, almost 2 weeks after the game launches on PC Steam. This is what it is on Epic right now. I pulled it up.
All right. There we go.
There we go. So if you look right here in this little spot, 30% discount for $70. You can get it for $49 right now, and that's including all the DLC of Rebirth.
So that's everything. I might get it. I don't look. I'm a Final Fantasy enjoyer. You know, from time to time, I enjoy the what was it, 16? The one in the car. I can't remember. There's too many of them.
15.
15. Yeah, but I think River. I give it a shot. I think it's at a good price. I could freaking play it. See, I didn't even need a PlayStation. So all you have to have is a little bit patient, man, and you even get to play. In the meantime, we got so many games that there's no need for me to be in a hurry to get this. Because right now, if I show you how, I don't know how many games I got installed here. I'm looking at
look at this.
20 games installed.
Rather than paying $120, which gives you $10 off of both games, you get the digital deluxe twin pack for $90.
Shoot.
So you basically you pay like 10, 20 bucks.
No. Don't give me that. That's too much. That's too much money for that game.
Or $70, the price of one, and you still get both games.
That's for Final Fantasy in 16?
7 Remake and Rebirth, plus the integrated DLC.
Nah, but 7 Remake, I could get that for $10 anywhere now. Probably like $20 if I'm patient in Steam in a couple of months.
Oh, absolutely.
And look, these are games that you're not in a hurry to play, at least not me. So what I would do is that I would probably wait for a good discount and get 7 Remake first, because I haven't played that one. Play that one, and then later on, like maybe a year or two after, I get Rebirth for like.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So
with this right now, for the price of $70 for one full price game, you're getting both of them.
Yeah, so that's good. If you want to get into Final Fantasy, there you go. There's a good time now. So
and it does say pre-purchasing does give you all the DLC right here.
All right, there you go. That's dope. That's goat, but not for Sony PlayStation fanboys that claim this game. It's for PC players. You're not welcome here. You know what I'm saying? You stick to the whack ass Sony PlayStation, and oh my god, man! So what a show! Thank you all for having us, man. I think that we are gonna stop it right here because I had to babysit.
You don't want to go into the last Nintendo article?
Right. 5 minutes, quick. Let's do Nintendo. Oh my god, yeah, but I'm sorry, but it's like no.
I get you.
Yeah. I'm tied up. But yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 has been announced. What do you guys think? Give me your takes. Whatever. What do you
I'll let
think about
Archangel go
Nintendo
first
Switch?
because I got an article.
Okay,
I'm gonna keep it
Archangel.
short. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I think it's good for the industry. Maybe we have a conversation someday about Call of Duty because I'm desperately trying to play some Nintendo gamers in Call of Duty.
That'd be interesting to see. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stopping it right there. I'm keeping it short. Where Demoflow?
I don't know. He went off. So just talking about Nintendo Switch. Aside from the reveal, okay, 20 hours ago, give or take, Nintendo has now published an article that says after shutting down several popular emulators, Nintendo admits emulation is legal.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding for oh Jesus.
I have the article if Demo comes back and puts it up.
I'm
I'm
flabbergasted.
listening.
At
I'm
that.
listening.
Oh, okay.
I had to like go pee, but I'm back. Let's go.
So yes, Nintendo officially announces
Yo, that
after shutting
is
down
wild.
several popular emulators that emulation is legal.
So who did that? Who shut these companies out?
Android
Wow.
Authority.
Is that a new article or is this like an old article? Could it be like,
20 hours ago.
Is this for real though?
20 hours ago.
Is this for real?
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do about this? Are we gonna go ahead and pirate all the freaking Nintendo Switch 2 games? No need for a Nintendo Switch. Thank you. Oh my
I
Now-
god.
don't see the narrative.
Here's the thing about piracy, though. Okay. Either A, you're getting the games that you already physically own and you want to preserve. Okay. B, you are using your own software and hardware to connect your own device and games to your PC so that you can emulate your own games. And let's not forget the Nintendo Museum themselves show emulation
Wow.
in their own museum. They have admittedly also come out and shown or been proven to be liars that some of the games that they have on their storefront for the online Nintendo store have been emulated from pirated games. Because one was actually specifically done by a developer that he made small little changes and the code was still there.
Wow. So they've been taking advantage of people like actually like emulating
And it
to
says
more
right
big
here,
games.
Yuzu,
Clown.
Citra, and Ryujinx.
Isn't Archangel that company from Cyberpunk
No.
that give you all the stealth stuff? No, from Cyberpunk, no, from Starfield. That give
Oh,
you
yeah.
stealth-
It's the corporation, yeah.
yeah,
Fusion.
Archangel. Bro, like I swear to God that sometimes these games they make these company names and shit with a purpose, right? So okay, so
Yeah,
shout out to Short.
Games-
Hold up,
Yeah,
I wanted to highlight this comment. Iran, shout out to him. He says, speaking of Nintendo, I just had to spend $30 to put Minecraft on my kid's Switch. It was just another reminder why Game Pass is the shit. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Perfect example right there.
And yes, game adaptation newscast, it was always legal.
Yep. Showtime Breezy saying Nintendo won't be able to keep out the Kumbaya lower end hardware bad online shit up for much longer. Yep.
Right here. Nintendo knows that emulation is legal, but developers are walking a tightrope.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what.
Yeah, I mean most games aren't commercially available, and that's kind of like their fault. If Nintendo
That's their
and
fault.
everybody would just do that, then we would buy them, but you didn't do it.
Exactly. And if the games were on PC, if the games were on mobile, if the games were on PlayStation, if the games were on Xbox, people wouldn't need to feel like, okay, I'm going to emulate because there's no point. You can just buy it.
Now, here's the
Yeah,
thing
legit.
about the emulation scene. It is only illegal, either A, if you distribute it, or B, if you distribute it and make money off it.
Oh, okay. So
That's the key things, because that's what Ryujinx was doing, or Yuzu was doing originally. because they were selling early access to things like Breath of the Wild 2 when it was coming out, and that's what screwed them up. That's why they were taken down in the first place.
Yeah. But I feel like, okay, so now these open doors for people to like maybe not make the money of the game directly, but to add maybe like ads and get certain ad revenue when playing these games. At least when you get to the browser before you play the game or something. So
Exactly.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Nintendo's playing a dangerous game here.
And I think this right here, talking about the Switch 2 being backwards compatible with Switch 1 for probably 90% of the games, maybe not all of them, but most of them, because that's how they advertised it. I think that the Switch games are going to be emulated on the Switch 2, and that's why they were trying to do this.
Yeah.
And they're taking the technology and coding that those emulators that they shut down were using, and they're using it to put into their new hardware.
Yeah, one of my
for their own
boys,
benefit.
he has a Switch and he broke into it, whatever. He hacked the Switch and he's literally playing a bunch of games that he don't even pay for. So he's living the life. He's living the life that we want to live. So wow.
I mean, I've got an OG Xbox with over 5,000 games on it.
I'm gonna tell you something. The Nintendo Switch is funny that I seen, of course, Doodle and Simone yesterday. Hargy, everybody was reacting to the announcement, and I seen they were kind of disappointed because they were expecting something bigger, better, whatever. But I actually watched it with my little cousin, the reveal, and he went crazy. He was like, "Oh, let's go! Is this the Switch 2? Look at this shit!" He went crazy. So like, who's gonna play? Who's gonna want it? Not me. Kids. This set has always been for kids. Nintendo has always been for kids, which is why it's always been so successful, right? It's been the standard console for kids. Like, if you have a kid, what you gonna buy? An Xbox? You're buying a Nintendo. E-Ranks, he probably has like 2-3 Xbox, who knows? And he still got his kid playing on the Nintendo because Nintendo is more family friendly. And look,
I mean, my son loves his Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, and look, I love Nintendo Switch too. But yeah, shout out to Jay Rember. Thank you, bro. Gifted 5 Demoflow gaming memberships. Let's fucking go. Shout out to him, bro. Hey, yo, we gotta have somebody dancing. I can dance, because I'm old and stuff, but I know somebody who can do it better than me. Here you go. Welcome to the Demoflow Gaming Soldier community.
As long as it ain't the damn dance artist from the Olympics.
Oh yeah,
my God.
No, but you know who that was? That was Drinker's guy dancing.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you didn't notice? Huh? That was Drinker's guy dancing, doing his thing, man.
Oh, we got a pony that got gifted a membership.
Oh, that's fine, yo. It doesn't
Effective
matter.
458.
He's been a member before. He's always watching. Shout out to him. He
got banned from Eli's Couple of Fools channel.
Oh no, bro! Why? Because he was talking shit. Oh my god!
Yep.
Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody.
He wasn't making sense either.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who interacts with the channel, where you into is or not. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate the support that I get here by just standing here and talking to you guys, man. Having a great time talking about the things that we love the most, video games. And I can't wait to be back here again next week after the Xbox Direct. We're gonna be talking more games. We're gonna get into what happened and all of that. So if you wanna see my reaction for what's going on, come
next
through
Thursday and Friday are gonna be wild.
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be crazy, guys. Also, shout out to Jay Rambert. Talk that shit, man. E-Ryan's in the building. Welcome to all the new members, bro. I can see right now because I'm streaming. I can see the members. But
it was E-Ranks got gifted. Showtime Reezy got gifted. Rock got gifted. Effective 458 and Young Dreads the artist all got gifted.
Oh man, really.
Shout out to you new members.
Shout out to you guys. I'm gonna be like gifting some memberships myself. because I feel like you guys, should get like a free trial of what I'm doing there and the content that I have in the, in the membership channel. So all the new members, go check out. I got new things in there that nobody has seen. They a little bit exclusive. Now I wouldn't say exclusive, but like you might get to see a little bit more and take a deeper dive into what I do. So yeah, shout out to you guys, man. E-Ranks in the house saying, yes, about my kid. I bought my kid a Switch because he kept whining about Mario Kart and Pokemon, bro. That's what it is, man. Kids.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah. Shout out to Showtime Reezy. Everybody's super thankful for the thing. We got some super stickers that not showing out here, but whatever. Thank you. Appreciate that. Showtime Reese is saying, I'll get a Switch too because I never had one. Yeah, I recently experienced a Switch because I never had one before. My sister-in-law had one. And during the days that my baby was being born and I was in the hospital, I took it with me sometimes because, you're nervous and stuff. So you want to take your mind away from shit. So, yeah, I did enjoy it. I started playing Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and I thought it was, it was brilliant. Brilliant game, super, super cool game.
Shit.
My God, but the train keeps going, and we got Showtime Reezy gifting 5 more Demoflow gaming memberships. Truly appreciate you guys again. I already show you Dreamcast guy. Let me see who else I got here for you guys.
Shout out to Jay Rember, Slurifsala, Isai Vandal, Platanos, I think is how you pronounce that, and Agent Slugger.
Damn. I think we're beating MBG's goal today. Shout out to you guys, and thank you for all the love, bro. You guys are being dope, but like I was saying, bro, I wish I could stay longer.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I can't wait to be back out of the game, possibly because I have my Meta Quest coming. So I may be posting some MetaQuest content. I want to get it hooked up and see if I can stream even. That will be super fun to do for you guys and show you something new, right? Bring some new flavors into the equation.
I will say one thing about the MetaQuest that I've heard from other people that have it. You can stream it. The only problem is if you're streaming, you can't see the chat. So if you can be on like we are right here and doing it, somebody else could be commentary the chat.
Oh, okay.
So just be aware of that.
Wouldn't you be able to have like a little window, tiny window with the chat or something?
No, you'd have to literally like lift your headset up or have some way of viewing the chat elsewise. Because with the MetaQuest, it covers so much of your face because it has like I think like a blocker.
Yeah. So maybe I could like set up something to read the chat. While I'm playing, at least the supers. Maybe I could do that. I think Alex do it. A lot of people do it. They read the chat for you, especially super chops. So maybe that way I could do it. I'll set it out, and I want to try it out and see what it has to offer because I feel like opening your eyes to new gaming experiences is like always
absolutely.
Good. Don't be like me, bro. Like, look, I'm an Xbox fan, but if I go somewhere and there's a PlayStation, there's games in there, I will play, bro. I just wouldn't go out of my way to buy a PlayStation because I don't care about it. But if it's there and there's people playing, hell yeah, I'm going to be grabbing the controller. I'm going to be playing, blowing on the controller and everything.
The last thing I'm going to say about the whole Switch 2 reveal, Nate the Hate was wrong. First, well, he was half wrong. Because we didn't get any of the specs, we didn't get any of the games. It wasn't a debut of it. It was just a reveal of what it was. Like game adaptation newscast says, it was just the same thing with slightly bigger screen and different style of magnetic controllers for the Joy-Cons.
Yeah,
it showed off a few features, but so far we don't know anything about the specs, the games it's going to come with, and they did announce that it's going to be April 2nd. When they're going to say more.
Yeah. I feel like this Switch is literally like a Series X version of the original.
Oh, and that it's going to be fully backwards compatible with Switch.
That should be the standard. That should be the standard. And that's
absolutely
what Xbox is trying to do. They're trying to bring forward and backwards compatibility. So the games that they continue to make are going to still be compatible with the older hardware and vice versa. So I feel like this is a very, very good move by Nintendo, even though they've been coming with the whole, emulation thing. I feel like this is great. So yeah, man, I think we're gonna wrap up the show. I really, really, really have to go because the baby's there. Mom's waiting because I have to do some stuff and I gotta help out. It's part of being a dad. So thank you all for
always
being
a pleasure.
Shout out to Powerball. Shout out to Archangel. Shout out to them boys for coming through here, hanging out with me. Powerballs, where can they find you and what you been up to lately?
I am everywhere. I'm playing games, all different sorts, types, and ways. I'm in everybody's chats. I'm the connections man. If you want to find out how to get someplace, just hit me up anywhere you can. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Discord. I'm in just about everybody's YouTube and Twitch chats. If you see me, holler at me. I don't care.
That's right. That's what's up. Shout out to Powerballs. Thank you for coming and helping me out so much, man. And what's going on with you, Archangel, man? How you doing?
Yo, chilling, man. Yo, y'all can find me on the Archangel Nexus Twitch. I'll be playing old school retro type games. Y'all can find me on the Archangel Nexus YouTube. I just dropped a new video talking about, exclusivity and stuff like that, poking at ponies a little bit. And of course, y'all can find me right here on the Demoflow Gaming Show.
Let's go. And shout out to Archangel. He came back uploading the other day. He uploaded the video. It's really good. Check it out. He's always so knowledgeable, has so much information. So, I mean, it's one of the reasons why he in the show, right? That I was like, oh, man, I need to get this guy here in the show because he know what he's talking about. And most importantly, he plays freaking games for real. He don't be out here like talking shit for no reason. We're out here all playing game. Powerballs, he said, freaking trooper. He was playing into that shit like he did.
Magic the Gathering Arena all night long.
He was
playing some out of Minecraft lately. I need to get back on PoE 2 more. Yeah, I was playing yesterday on Peter Freakout with Power World.
Shout out to Peter Freakouts. Hopefully, I don't get shadow banned.
Nah, you're good.
Your username, bro. So yeah, shout out to you. Thank you all for coming, bro. It's always a pleasure. I'll see you on the next week, and I have a new video coming out.
And next week, probably Dev Direct.
Oh, next week is Pony Pandemonium, bro. Next week is going down, and y'all already know, bro. So shout out to you guys. Thank you for coming, bro. Y'all already know the deal. It's your boy, Demoflow, checking out.
BWA, rocking with the police. Bought another game, I love spending money. $70 on another little story. You bought by no game, that's why I rock with Sony. Gotta hate it when you use the Microsoft rewards. To buy a new controller and a month for Game Pass. No flying under your trophies, Series S is fast. 30 FPS is a thing of the past. Because Sony PlayStation gets the law. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimetal PS5, 120 FPS. Blue TV is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo!
Hey bros, what's going on? This is Cut My Butt. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Hey.
Yo, let me remove this thing, bro. God damn it. Sometimes it's freaking annoying that you have to look for the things to remove it. It's like, bro, it's so hard. So yeah, thank you guys, bro. I'll see you
one last minute pony coming in.
Oh my god. Shout out to the last minute pony. Can't even see his comment.
Outer Space 90 calling Sony fan port beggars while Xbox crumbles with no exclusives for a whole generation is crazy. Xbox fans, stay coping. Just give up. It's over.
That's your pony.
That's the show.
We're getting the hell out of here, bro. Bye bye, guys.
Hey,
Oh, yeah. I'm out of here. Bye.